The spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I've been warning you, man. There's a lot of, if you look it up, hung from trees, or black woman, or black man, or black boy, black little girl hung from a tree. A lot of articles come up, man. This is from the Daily Mail. Ben Kita was missing in November and was found dead in the woods in Lake Stevens, north of Seattle, in January. The 18-year-old was found hanged from a tree, and the death was ruled a suicide. The FBI said it has no evidence of a murder or crime in its review of the case. Because you jakes are still getting hung from trees, man. Ben's case was reviewed by the Bureau after his family made a request. They said the teen had no history of depression or anxiety and seemed happy. A Muslim teenager who was found hung from a tree 6 weeks after he vanished was not a murder, the FBI determined. The Bureau said it was so far has seen no evidence of a crime in its review of the case of 18-year-old Ben Kita, who was found hanging from a tree in Washington State. Oh, that's from the past, man. That's the past. That's what happened. The article you brought out with the Confederates, that was fake. But what about this, though, man? Huh? They're still hanging you jakes and your children, too, man. The FBI issued a statement on Friday saying it concurs with the conclusions of local police that evidence collected to date does not provide any indication of a criminal act, but that it would reevaluate its position of new evidence but it would reevaluate its position if new evidence develops. Ben went missing in November and was found dead in the woods in Lake Stevens, north of Seattle, in January. Man. The Snohomish County Medical Examiner's office initially labeled the death a suicide, but it later changed the finding to undetermined, saying there was not enough information to make a ruling. FBI investigation had agreed to review the case after request from the teenager's family, who said he had no history of depression or anxiety and seemed happy before his disappearance, man. His body had been in a semi-frozen state for several weeks in the Lake Stevens area before he was found, according to an autopsy report. Ben wanted to become a medical doctor and work as a medical examiner, according to his father. His family said he had no history of depression and anxiety. Goddamn devils, man. You tribes ain't gonna wake the hell up, man. Kita, well, it's like a Hamite name, but more than likely it's a Jake, man. Ibrahima. It's like Abraham. Probably from the land of Ham. More likely a Jake, though. You know? Still hanging little Jake boys from trees, man. These Edomites don't give a shit, and they cover it up, man. A spokesperson for the Bureau had told the Daily Herald newspaper of Everett, the review doesn't necessarily mean the agency will open an investigation. Lake Stevens Police Chief John Dyer, a lot of these devils are the ones doing it, man. A lot of these KKK members are police officers, judges, lawyers. Lake Stevens Police Chief John Dyer said investigators believed it was a suicide, but conferred with the FBI and had awaited laboratory results. Originally, the manner of death in this case was classified as suicide. Associate Medical Examiner Stanley Adams wrote an autopsy report published by Kuo. Although an autopsy, I did not see any evidence of trauma beyond the evidence of hanging. The circumstance of the very high tree branch, uncertain location of the dissident for the 6 weeks prior to discovery, with the report that the area where the body was found had been previously searched, and a lack of any reported suicidal ideation or attempts makes a definite classification of the manner as suicide uncertain. And he had no history of suicide, no medical history of depression and anxiety, man. A teenage's body might have been in a semi-frozen state for several weeks before he was found, according to the report. Ben, running start student allowed to begin their college education while still in high school, had stopped going to class a few weeks before he went missing, police said. He wanted to become a medical doctor and work as a medical examiner, according to his father, Ibrahim Makita. Ben was a happy young man, the father told Q13 Fox. We believe that somewhere someone must know something about this case, and we urge people to come forward and contact the police. You tribes still want to go to Esau, man.